स्क्रीन दिख रही है आपको भी? हाँ हाँ, दिख रही है, ओके। लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव, लर्निंग आज today's topic is कंज्यूमर लर्निंग थ्योरी। ठीक है। Now introduction of consumer learning. Learning is a process which is continuously involves and changes as a result of newly acquired knowledge. Learning has been defined as responses changes of consumer arising from experience. Learning is a process of adaptation whereby an individual alters goal directed behavior in response to changing environmental conditions. And learning occurs when consumer adopt their beliefs to make sense of new data. It should be remembered that learning is a psychological attribute. It includes the learning of attitude of consumers from a marketing perspective. Consumer learning can be said to be the process by which person acquire the purchase and consumption knowledge and experience that they apply to future related behavior. And learning is one of the important psychological processes determining the human behavior. The complex way in which the human being behave is all learned. If we want to explain and predict behavior, we need to understand how people learn. Learning is a continuous process. It occurs all the time. Learning is any relative permanent change in behavior that occurs as a result of experience. We can say that changes in the behavior indicate that the learning has taken place and that learning is a change in behavior. A man grows older. This unused mental capacity will help in adapting to changed conditions and circumstances. This unused mental capacity will be used with the help of learning. And definition of learning: learning is a relatively permanent change in behavior that occurs as a result of prior experience. And objective of learning: to understand the process and four elements of consumer learning, to study behavioral learning and understand its application to consumption behavior, to study information processing and cognitive learning and understand their strategic application to consumer behavior, and to study consumer involvement and passive learning and understand their strategic effect to consumer behavior. Learning process, we learn from the beginning in the sense from the childhood and end of the start. Every moment we learn somewhat. Okay, we learn somewhat every time. To understand how consumer learning and its results are measured, And nature of learning, change in behavior. Change in behavior must be relatively permanent. Change must be based on some experience, practice, or training. Reinforcement, learning is reflected in behavior. Learn with learning process. When we involve in learning, we adopt some new things, some bad things, and accordingly we can change. We can move other side, and some changes, and we feel some changes in behavior. Learning involve yes, learning involves change in behavior. The change in behavior may be good or bad from an organization's point of view. Although learning usually connected improve behavior, हम अभी विद लर्निंग प्रोसेस, अभी आप लर्निंग में हो, आप अभी बीबीए कर रहे हो, और कुछ बच्चे कॉमर्स पे बहुत ज़्यादा उनको इंटरेस्ट आ रहा होगा तो फोकस किए होंगे। इस समय बच्चों के पास टेक्निकल टेक्निकल वो घर में फ्री हैं, किसी का जो है अपना इंटरेस्ट जो है कोडिंग टू इंटरेस्ट अपने अपने फील्ड में सब इन्वॉल्व होंगे। हाँ, लर्निंग प्रोसेस, फ्रॉम द लर्निंग प्रोसेस लर्न करते हैं न्यू न्यू चीज़ें, न्यू न्यू थिंग्स डेली। कुछ अब छोटे छोटे बच्चे हैं जो आजकल कंप्यूटर और फोन को मिला हुआ है, तो उनको इतना नॉलेज हो रहा है लर्निंग प्रोसेस के थ्रू, क्योंकि छोटे बच्चों में ज़्यादा सीखने का होता है और वो बहुत क्यूरियोसिटी उनमें ज़्यादा होती है सीखने की, लर्निंग प्रोसेस उनमें बहुत होता है। देन हाँ, अभी वो कंप्यूटर कंप्यूटर में बहुत एक्सपर्ट हो रहे हैं, जो चीज़ें हम लोगों को शायद ना आती हो वो उन बच्चों को आती होंगी। तो देन दैट कंडीशन, अच्छा अभी और घर में जो टाइम है, हमारे पास टाइम है, तो उस टाइम में हम कहीं इन्वॉल्व होते हैं और हम कुछ ना कुछ नया करते हैं। तो हाँ, चेंज इन बिहेवियर एंड कुछ अभी पढ़ रहे हैं और लर्निंग प्रोसेस अभी जरूरी नहीं है कि आपके पास परसेंटेज मार्क्स आपका बहुत अच्छा है तो ही आप आगे कुछ और टेक्निकली या कहीं और प्रोग्रेस कर पाए। लर्निंग प्रोसेस आपके अंदर है, आपको सीखने की आपके अंदर सीखने का है, लर्निंग है, स्ट्रांगली लर्निंग है, तो आप डे बाय डे अपने आप को इम्प्रूव एंड अपडेट करते जाएंगे एंड अचीवमेंट्स गेन करते जाएंगे। हाँ, तो चेंज इन बिहेवियर मस्ट बी रिलेटिवली परमानेंट, और लर्निंग प्रोसेस से बिहेवियर चेंज परमानेंट भी हो सकता है। हो जाता है प्रैक्टिकली अगर हम देखें तो जब एक सिंपल जो बहुत ज्यादा एक्वायर नहीं करता है सोसाइटी से, ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा अपडेट्स नहीं देता है, बहुत ज्यादा एजुकेशन नहीं है, उस फैमिली को देखो, और जो बहुत ज्यादा एक्वायरिंग होते हैं एंड एजुकेटेड फैमिली है, तो क्योंकि एजुकेशन हमें लर्निंग प्रोसेस को, हमारे लर्निंग प्रोसेस को बढ़ाती जाती है, तो उस वहाँ पे उस फैमिली में जो है वो लर्निंग के थ्रू न्यू न्यू थिंग्स, manner, living manner and attitude and different ways में, and क्या styles, trains and all globally knowledge, surroundings knowledge, different types of knowledge um, we gain, require from the society, then must be changes must be possible. Hmm. Then change should be relatively permanent. Temporary changes may be only reflected and fail to represent any learning. Any temporary changes in behavior, any temporary changes in behavior caused due to fatigue, and temporary adaptation are not covered in learning. Okay. Now, change must be based on some experience, practice और training. तो हमारे अंदर changes आते कैसे हैं? According to practice. हमारे अंदर अपडेट्स जब हम खुद को इम्प्रूव करेंगे, हमारे पास लर्निंग प्रोसेस होगा, जब हम सीखेंगे, जब हमें कुछ आता होगा, तभी तो हम अपने एक्सपीरियंस से, प्रायर एक्सपीरियंस से, न्यू एक्सपीरियंस बेटर एंड न्यू एक्सपीरियंस से एंड फर्दर न्यू एक्सपीरियंस मोर एंड मोर बेटर होता चला जाता है एंड पर्सन चेंजेस एक्सपीरियंस के थ्रू चेंजेस लाता है, बिहेवियर में चेंजेस लाता है, पर्सनालिटी में चेंजेस लाता है, लिविंग में चेंजेस लाता है, टेक्नोलॉजीज में चेंजेस लाता है, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट चेंजेस फेस करता है। एंड प्रैक्टिस से लर्निंग, प्रैक्टिस से और स्ट्रांग होती है। जितना आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे, प्रैक्टिस से कुछ बिगड़ेगा, कुछ सामान लाइक मैंने अभी आपको शेयर किया हुआ है, ये आपको जूस या फिर आप बना रहे हो, कुछ भी कोई भी प्रोडक्ट आपने ले लिया और आपने बनाना शुरू किया, पहले बिगड़ेगा, उतना टेस्ट नहीं आएगा, बट अब एक दो बारी बनाओगे आप कंप्लीट, आपको वही टेस्ट आएगा जो आप चाहते हो। ठीक है, तो प्रैक्टिस से भी अनट्रेनिंग, कंप्लीट ट्रेनिंग होगी तो भी आपका कंप्लीट ट्रेनिंग के थ्रू लर्निंग स्ट्रांग होगी एंड चेंजेस मस्ट बी पॉसिबल। एंड any changes in behavior due to physical maturation, फिजिकल चेंजेस भी आते हैं, क्योंकि आपको जब अभी एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में पता ही नहीं होता है तो आपको फिजिकल चेंजेस भी कहाँ से, जब आपको पता होता है कि क्या ट्रेंड चल रहा है, ऐसे ओ ये स्टाइल है, आज सोसाइटी में ये चल रहा है, तो आप उसके अकॉर्डिंगली खुद को अडॉप्ट करते हो। हाँ, और अगर कोई अभी लाइक कोरोना चल रहा है और आपको पता है कि कोरोना में हमें क्या मेडिसिन लेनी चाहिए, घर में अगर एक मेंबर को हुआ है तो हमें क्या 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 प्रिकॉशंस लेने चाहिए और हमें उस समय क्या मेडिसिन हमें ले लेनी चाहिए जिससे कि हम सिक्योर हों, और हमारी अगर फैमिली को हमें देना चाहिए जिससे कि वो सारी फैमिली मेंबर सिक्योर हो जाए, और उस जो जो बीमार है उस बीमार के साथ हमें किस तरीके से ट्रीटमेंट करना चाहिए एंड बिहेव करना चाहिए एंड उसको उसके अकॉर्डिंगली, तो ये सारी हमें लर्निंग के थ्रू ही तो प्रोसेस पता चलेगा जब हम एक्वायर करेंगे नॉलेज। हाँ, सोसाइटी से, नेट, आजकल तो इंटरनेट है, इंटरनेट से हम तो लॉट ऑफ लर्निंग्स भंडार है, हम कितना भी हम सीख सकते हैं हम। Now reinforcement, practice or experience must be reinforced in order for learning to occur. If reinforce does not accompany the practice or experience, the behavior will eventually disappear. And now learning is reflected in behavior. लर्निंग आपके बिहेवियर से पता चल जाता है कि आपका बिहेवियर से आपको शो होता है लर्निंग। अ चेंज इज एन इंडिविजुअल थ्रो प्रोसेस और एटीट्यूड नॉट accompanied by behavior is not learning. Further learning needs to result in behavior potentially and not necessarily in the behavior itself. And now component or components or elements of learning process. An individual receives a variety of stimulus input. When specific stimuli become associated with specific responses in a sufficiently permanent manner, then the occurrences of the stimuli tends to bring out a particular responses. We say learning has occurred. But to understand the learning process, we have to consider the various component or element of learning. First, drive, cues, response, reinforcement. In first PP, a PPT in first PDF. This is element of learning theories. Now learning occur because of presence of drive. Drive is set to any strong stimuli that impels action. The drive arouses in an urge to respond to the stimuli and thus forms the basis of motivation. There is lot of difference between motive and drive. A motive is based on needs and goals. Motive is purposeful or directed toward the specific goals, while drive refers to an increased probability of activity without specifying the nature of the activity. Motivation is also important concept for learning theory. Learning occurs because of motivation. For instance, a young working executive interests the purchase of washing machine. So, the executive will be motivated to get all information related to a washing machine. The features, whether it is favorable to go for top loading washing machine or front loading washing machine. The various brands available, price, quality of performance, the time saved in case of various types of washing machines. The degree of involvement will be dependent on the consumer's level of motivation, which will be seen in the way she searches for more information and tries to increase her knowledge about the product or service. Drive, as mentioned above, will be presence of any strong stimulus which impel action. For example, seeing a new washing machine at her friend's place and having seen advertisement about many new machines must have acted as the drive for the above mentioned executive. This drive gets covered to motivation when she sets out to learn more about the products, washing machines. So the task before the marketer is to motivate consumer by using various marketing mix elements. They can also involve the consumer in an learning process whereby they learn to associate their motives with their product or service offering. But in the first place, marketer must understand that to predict consumer behavior, they will have to establish which drives are stimulating the most. Okay. And now cues. Drive is motivation. Okay. This is one is motivation. Now cues. Cues stimuli can be any object existing in the environment as perceived by the individual. Cues is a stimuli that direct motives, and motivation is unfulfilled needs lead to motivation. If motive stimulates the learning process, it is the cues which serve the purpose for stimuli and gives direction to these motives. So marketers have to determine the conditions under which a stimulus will increase the probability of eliciting a specific response. For instance, seeing an advertisement for a package tour deal to important destination in South India as a cue for a middle-aged executive who may suddenly release that by going for the tour package deal. He will be able to fulfill his long cherished dream of visiting important cities in the south along with enjoying a vacation with his family. Marketers attempt at using many advertising, packaging, styling, pop displays, etc. to act as cues and help consumers in fulfilling their needs in product specific ways. Marketers have to take care that the cues used by them and consumers are consistent with consumer expectation. They have to exercise care so as not to fall below consumers' expectation. For instance, high class consumers expect priced products such as designer clothes with matching jewelry and other accessories to be available in certain exclusive retail outlets. Only and also the advertisement for such product be displayed in certain elite class magazines. If such consumer expectations are not adhered to, then the product may not act as a stimuli to elicit the desired response from the target market. Brands such as tennis watches, club may fail to motivate their consumer and consumer segment sufficiently because of this reason. And now, response. Consumer reaction to drive or cues. Now, response stimuli result in responses. How people react to drive to, how people react to a drive or cues, how they behave constitutes their response. The response may be in physical form or in terms of complex phenomena such as attitude, familiarity, perception, etc. Learning can take place even when the responses are not over. For instance, there are many manufacturers of various technologies in the two-wheeler market segment, and they are providing consistent cues. The target market they may not be successful in stimulating demand, even if the individuals are motivated to buy. But if in the event of manufacturer succeeding in planting and creating a favorable image of the firm and the product in the mind of the consumers, it is more likely that he will be interested in the purchase of the particular product or brand. For example, tremendous response received by Sandro and Indica in a small car segment. And first motivation, then first answer lead to motivation, and second stimuli that motives, and third response from motivation and cues, and fourth reinforcement. Reinforcement is a very basic condition of learning. Without reinforcement, we cannot observe any measurable modification of behavior. Reinforcement is closely related to the psychological process of motivation. Reinforcement refers to those environmental events which increases the likelihood of specific response occurring in the future as a result of particular cues or stimuli. The role of reinforcement in learning has been highlighted by Edward L. Thorndike of several responses made to the same situation. Those which are accompanied or closely followed by discomfort will be less likely to occur. If a young finds using particular brand or cosmetic helped her to win the beauty contest in her college, she is likely to buy and use the advertised brand of cosmetic again and again. Here, through reinforcement learning has taken place, especially since she won the beauty contest after using the cosmetic for the first time. Okay. Now, retention. The stability of learned behavior maintained by individual over a period of time. The stability of learned behavior maintained by the individual over a period of time is called retention. Retention is a well-learned response which is achieved with the passage of time. Thus, under repeated condition of positive reinforcement, there is a tendency for the conditioned response to continue for a long period of time. When a consumer is very much satisfied with a particular product or brand, she will learn to positively reinforce using the product. For example, when a lady receives a very good response on visiting a particular retail outlet for the first time, she will learn to positively respond by visiting this retail outlet again whenever a need arises. If she continues this store patronage over a period of time, this learned behavior is known as retention. Now, learning theory. Learning theory, marketing strategies depend. Marketing strategies depend a lot on learning theory. advertise, the advertisement, packaging, pamphlets, stores, distribution channel, all are based on understanding how consumers learn and keep it in memory. It is always effort of marketer that their communication should not only be noticed, but they should be believed, remembered, and recalled when occasion arises to buy the product. But as yet, there is no single theory which is universally acceptable and applicable theory to find out. Now, two types of theories: cognitive theory, cognitive learning theories, and behavioral learning theories. Behavioral learning में it is process of behavior modification made famous by Ivan Pavlov and his experiment conducted with dogs, and it is type of learning in which an individual's behavior is modified by its attached. A behavioral learning theory according to which a stimulus is paired with another stimulus that elicits a known response that serves the produce the same response when used alone. Any doubts? Any students? Any doubts in consumer learning theory? Classical conditioning theory. In classical conditioning theory is the association of one event with another desired and desired event resulting in behavior. The most well-known experiment on classical conditioning were conducted by Ivan Pavlov, the Russian psychologist who won the Nobel Prize for his experiment on the subject. Pavlov conducted an experiment on dogs and tried to establish a stimulus response connection conditioning is the process in which an effective object or situation becomes too much effective that it makes a hidden response apparent. In the absence of this stimulus, hidden response is a natural or normal response. Now, classical conditioning. Unconditioned stimulus. Look at this dog and look, unconditioned stimulus like food which invariably causes to react in a certain way. Salivation. This is why. And unconditioned responses. And second, unconditioned responses take place whenever is presented, that is whenever the organism, dog in the original experiment is giving food, it salivates. Unconditioned stimulus, the object that does not initially bring about the desired response, like the sound of the bell. Conditioned response, conditioned response, a particular behavior that the organism learn to produce to the conditioned response, that is salivation. He tried to relate the dog's salivation and the ringing of the bell. In his experiment, he put some meat in front of dog. The dog responded to this stimulus by salivating. This response was instinctive and unconditioned. And Pavlov next began to ring at the same time as the meat was presented, ringing bell itself, ringing bell itself, without the presentation of meat, was not connected to end response. But the ringing the bell at the same time as presentation of meat, Pavlov established the relationship between two stimuli, the bell and the meat, in the mind of the dogs. By continuing this process, the ringing of bell alone was sufficient stimulus to elicit a response of salivating. Even when no meat was presented, thus the bell become a conditioned stimulus, resulting in conditioned or learned response. This is the classical conditioning theory. And much of consumer behavior is learned under the influence of classical conditioning. After few visits to the McDonald's, one may learn to react to their logo salivation without necessity, even seeing any of the fast food items, even if one were not hungry. In consumer behavior, until brand names, logos play the role of the role of the conditioned stimulus. Associations are built between unconditioned stimulus and conditioned stimulus through advertisement. Okay, understand?